Good morning, family. And I'm going to keep saying family because we are children of the one Father who loves us. Today is, I'm going to call it Peaceful Saturday because I'm not really sure what it's called as a part of the Easter tradition. I think I'll learn that when I go to church today. I'll look it up when I'm done here. I don't need to wait to go to church for that. But that's what we're focusing on in church today. And so I expect that I'm going to hear a bit of that as well. But this morning, I just want to celebrate Jesus's rest as a part of the process of his battle with death that we celebrate at Easter. Jesus rested on the Sabbath, on the Saturday, after he was crucified. There were 3 days. Friday, he was tortured, and peacefully he responded in love and continued to respond in love. He died in a lot of pain, in a whole lot of pain. And even while he was hanging there on the cross, he was showing love to the person who was hanging next to him and the person who was hanging next to him who was ridiculing him, and the other one who was hanging next to him seeking his peace and his blessing. And on the Friday when he was crucified, as he was hanging on the cross, he expressed his love for his mom, and he asked his best friend to care for her, John. He asked him to care for her, and he cried out in pain because it was painful. It was painful. He had been tortured horribly, and he went through it all as an expression of love. He went through it all to show us that in the face of pure hate, pure love can still thrive. And then on Saturday, he rested. He could have been immediately brought back to life, just like he raised Jairus' daughter, just like he had raised Lazarus, just like he had raised the widow's son and others whom we haven't been told about. But like he waited 4 days to raise Lazarus to make a point. When he did that, he said it was so that his Father could be glorified, so that it could be absolutely sure that we could be absolutely sure that our Father in heaven has power over death. At 4 days, Lazarus was beginning to stink. It was clear that he was dead. Jesus didn't need to prove anything with his death beyond love. He had proven many times before that he had power over death by raising others back to life. And so when he rested on that Sabbath, from the time he died on Friday to the time he rose on Sunday morning, he was just resting. He was just like, we got this. Like, it's okay. Like, I know how it ends. I can lay my life down and I can take it back up again. I'm just showing you that I love you and you can do whatever you want to me. It's not going to change. And so he rested as he rested when he created the world, because it was at the end of a process that was all good. So today, as we celebrate this Easter season, rest literally in peace. knowing that Jesus rested on Sabbath at the end of a process that he said was all good. I have demonstrated my love for you. There is nothing better that I could have done. I have shown you how much the Father loves you. He is willing to allow you to abuse me. He was willing to allow you to pour out pure hate onto my body, to my soul, to allow me to be betrayed without stepping in to save me, because we made this plan and we have followed through on it together. It was all good. And so he rested at the end of a perfect process, just like he had rested at the end of the perfect process of creation, to say to us, family, I got it. You can rest. You can be in peace. No, once a week, just take the time to relax, to be, because I got it. It's all good. And then there was Sunday morning. When he rose and he was like, let's go. Day one again. Let's go. First day of the week. Let's go. That's what he wanted to show us. That everything that he does is perfect. When he makes a plan, he follows through. It is perfectly done. And at the end of perfection, rest. A thing is perfect when it does what it's meant to do. It doesn't mean that there won't be any hiccups in the process, but it does what it's meant to do. And so Jesus's pain was not welcome, but it was a part of the process, and it did what it was meant to do, to demonstrate the purity and amazingness, the fullness of love. And so he rested because it was all good in his Father's hands. And he invites us to do that same thing every week. Go through the process of work for 6 days. And then on the 7th, rest, because it's all good. Take the time to be. Know that on day 1, you're going to pick things up again and you're going. Resurrection. It's all good. All in love. So rest with Jesus today. It's all good. Everything's perfect. It's perfectly enough. You are enough. Trust that it's all good and prioritize rest at least one day. Love you. Jesus loves you. Our Father loves you. The Spirit loves you. We are one family. May we live in that truth, in the perfection of love.